A great matchup of two teams, a great atmosphere. It's time for football. This is it, the season nearly over. It's been a great year with plenty of memorable moments and incredible plays. Today's matchup promises more of the same as the Giants square off against the Vikings. Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. Both teams have taken the field, and let's see what happens now as we're ready for the kickoff. Number 9 is back and ready to put this one in the air.
Back to return.
Kicks a line drive from the 8. Patterson returns this one to the 29-yard line. John, this one will really challenge the offensive coordinators as they go up against two of the best defenses in the NFL.
Both of these teams have championship caliber defense. And I think if you talk to most coaches in the league today, building a Super Bowl team starts with great defense. Here's a good defense for this situation.
On the play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go, man.
New York lines up in a 4-3. Under pressure, gets rid of it, gets his hand on it. And good pressure forced him to get rid of the pass early.
Any way you look at it, an incomplete pass is a heck of a lot better than throwing it to the other guy.
New York comes out in the quarter defense. Pressure, hit, and sack.
This guy seems to make big plays in every game that I watch him play. They need to do a better job of sliding the protection over to his side.
Number 18 is ready to punt this one away. Number 13, back to return. From the 36. Number 13 has a decent return, taking it to the 50. 1st and 10.
Giants will start the drive at the 50-yard line. 1st and
Number 34, the deep back. On the carry. Number 55 comes up to make the play at the 47-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Number 52 is there for the tackle at the 44-yard line.
All right, you're real close. Run the ball and get that first down.
To move the chains on 3rd down here, they have to get it to the 40. Minnesota goes with a 4-man front. With the carry, fakes the handoff, throws it. It's caught. Number 36 comes up to make the play. He did his job, found the single coverage, and delivers a perfect pass. They need 5 yards for a touchdown.
Hey. All day, baby. Come on. 49.
Floyd is there for the tackle at the 7-yard line.
Run this play and finish off the drive. Find that end zone.
Pugh returns after spending time on the sideline with an injury. Minnesota lines up in a 4-3. Setting up play action. So offload to the end zone. Incomplete pass. It looks like it's going to be an interference goal. The only question is against whom. If there hadn't been any interference, it might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, but they gave him the ball on the 1-yard line, so they're only delaying the inevitable.
Looking upfield. Fakes the handoff. Rolling right. Uses the pump. Lobs one into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
You better kick it here.
The extra point attempt is good. Perfect way to start this one off as they move the ball down the field for the touchdown.
They came out with a plan on offense and executed it to perfection.
This one is handled by Patterson.
It's still early in the game, but you got to think the coach wants his guys to make a statement.
Hey, score. One of us gonna make a play.
Nickelback is done. Little misdirection. Number 91 is there for the tackle at the 28. It's 2nd down and 10 to go.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Check it. Let's go, D. Let's go.
The Giants with a 4-man front. Handed off to the back. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
A smart coach would call this play.
Ball on their own 26.
Keep moving. Here we come.
The Giants come out in a nickel package.
Not today. Here.
Throwing. The pass falls incomplete. Obviously not what he was looking for.
This is a good special teams play.
Nothing happening on that drive, and they'll punt it away. He signals for a fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 28-yard line.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to keep them off balance on passing down.
Out of the I formation.
Get it up. Hey, watch the screen. Purple, 49.
With the throw. And he's ridden out at the 40-yard line. Nice gain on that play after it looked like he was going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, and he did come very, very close, but the official was right on top of it.
Minnesota using 3 linebackers. Toss play to the right. Number 54 comes up to make the play at the 37.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to keep them off balance on passing down.
Minnesota lines up in a 4-3. He hands it off. Great fake. Throws on the run. Number 36 is there for the tackle at the 17.
Look for your guy in the corner of the end zone and let it rip.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Play hard and fast, baby.
They'll make this a 2-possession game if they get into the end zone in this drive. They're just inside the 20. Number 95 whacks the ball carrier at the 17-yard line. They're threatening inside the 20.
Watch your man.
Minnesota using 3 linebackers. Doesn't get much behind it. This pass is incomplete. Number 88 was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Okay, go on a quick count here and just fling that ball in there.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Turnover. Give the pressure on, man.
The Vikings come out in a nickel package. Goes to the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
You better kick it here.
Set.
The point after is good. And a great finish to that drive as they got into the end zone, and the defense is going to have its hands full trying to keep them in check.
They're really executing out there. Seems like just about every call they make works to perfection. If the defense can get them the ball back quickly here, they might be able to put this one away very early.
The offense takes over after they were 3 and out on their last possession.
Now, a smart coach would call this defense.
27-yard line.
Area. Let's go. Let's go now. Lucky. Ain't no thing. Deuce.
Gives the ball off. Thomas comes up to make the play. And he was able to create a lot of space on that run, John.
Well, it started with some good blocking. And when he got through there, he turned upfield, and they weren't in position to tackle him.
McKinnon, the lone setback. He gets the carry. Collins is there on the stop at the 42-yard line. Ball on their own 42.
Hey, stall. Get it up.
Nickelback in this time.
I can do it, baby.
They give it to the halfback. Fakes the handoff with the throw. Pass caught by the fullback. Number 22 is there for the tackle. The fullback was on the receiving end.
And he's a good option coming out of the backfield. He can do a lot more than just block. He can catch it out of the backfield, carry it, and heck, I've even seen him throw it once or twice.
They don't get nothing.
Here comes the blitz. Steps up, throwing. And it's intercepted.
Scan the defense quickly here. If nothing's open downfield, get rid of it by passing it to one of your backs.
Let's go. Defense, get ready.
Throws it. This one falls incomplete.
Be aware of the defensive set. You've got to take what they're giving you.
Let's go, boys. Here we go. Danny. Hey, squad.
The Vikings come out in a nickel package. Gets rid of it. Smith is there on the stop at the 34-yard line.
Look to run this one off tackle. Send your guy to the outside and see if they'll give him some room to work with.
The Vikings come out in a nickel package. Hand it off. Number 97 is there for the tackle at the 24.
Get some time in the pocket and be patient with it. Don't force it into coverage.
24-yard line.
What's quarterback scramble? Let's do our thing. Let's do our
Minnesota
thing.
comes out in a 4-3. They'll bring the blitz. Dragged down from behind. The Vikings scoop it up. He was able to rip that one away from the ball carrier.
This defense might work.
1st and 10.
1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants come out in a 4-3.
Good shoot.
A little misdirection. Number 94 is there on the stop.
This is a good defense to call.
It's 2nd down and a long way to go.
Get my cut back. Let's go. Watch out.
New York goes with a 4-man front. And with a counter play. Number 52 comes up to make the play at the 35.
Personal foul.
And a flag
Face
down on
mask
that
on
play.
the
Let's see
defense.
what the call
Number
is.
52, automatic.
He yanked
First
his
down.
helmet, and it cost him.
With his helmet on sideways like that, I bet he thought his whole head had just been readjusted on his neck.
After 1 quarter of play, the score is 14-0. Giants.
Nothing.
The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the 2nd quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Nothing. They don't get nothing. Watch the snap down.
New York
All right,
lines
let's
up in a
go.
4-3. Number 5 sends a man in
Hey, let's
motion.
go. It's on. Be careful.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. With the throw, nearly intercepted. Number 82 was the intended recipient on that short throw. Number 20 had the coverage on the play.
Here I go. Let's run, man.
The Giants come out in a 4-3.
There we go, D.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. Number 68, still
Number
second
68
down.
was flagged for the false start.
False starts are kind of frustrating because they're really easily avoided by just maintaining focus.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Step up.
Number 82, the man in motion. Drops back, closing in, throwing. This pass is incomplete. Good push by the defensive line, forcing the incomplete pass.
He hung in there. He didn't really have the time that he needed to make the play. The quarterback has to know who his outlet guy is and get the ball to him when he feels that pressure coming.
Make him dump it home.
Looking for the long completion. Incomplete pass.
Yep, he slung it downfield looking for the big play. He just had too much arm on it.
Johnson was the intended receiver on that play. Number 18 will come in now to punt it away. Number 13 is the deep return man. This one goes out of bounds.
Get some time in the pocket and be patient with it. Don't force it into cover.
1st and 10.
Hey, let's go 1 deep. I can do it, baby.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3.
Keep it up.
Going long. What a catch. Number 36 is there for the tackle at the 46. He brings it in for a big gain.
Almost every wide receiver gets better at running routes as they get older, and this guy's no exception. Try not to get too predictable out there. Make sure you got a good mix of run and pass.
Here we go. Check it.
Minnesota lines up in a 4-3, looking to run it here. Number 97 is there on the stop at the 45-yard line.
Keep an eye on the safeties. Take advantage of the spots where the defense looks soft.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Vikings come out in a dime package. With the throw, on the sideline and out of bounds.
Well, you have to go with a long pass here. So go with the hard count. And if they don't fight, make sure you get the first down.
Minnesota comes out with 7 in the secondary. Blitz is coming. Gets rid of it. He went up there and he got it. Rhodes is there for the tackle.
Eli Manning has really started to mature. He's getting a better feeling for the game. Not to take anything away from Roethlisberger, but I think that Manning is going to be the best of that group. I think that he's going to be a good player for a long time.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Clear, clear. Let's go now.
Only one man in the backfield. Going to the right. Joseph comes up to make the play at the 25.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to keep them off balance on passing down.
Everything you got. 64. One more, fellas.
Number 34, the lone back.
Hey, watch that screen.
On the call. Great fake to the end zone. Jumps and makes the catch. Touchdown, Giants.
You better kick it here.
Set. Hey.
The extra point attempt is good. Manning took control and moved his team down the field with very accurate passing.
New York.
He got it
is
going
lined
right
up
now,
the
that's for
kickoff.
sure.
Patterson back to return.
From the 7. The
Kickoff
Vikings
returned
need to
19
rebound
yards.
quickly as they start this drive
Vikings
at the
will
26-yard
start the
line.
drive at
So
the
they have
26-yard
first and
line.
10 here.
First and 10.
The Giants with a 4-man front. Number 5 with a man in motion.
Hey, hey.
Come on.
Hey.
On the call. Number 22 comes up to make
McKinnon
the
on
play
the run.
at the 44-yard line.
on the
Ball on
play.
their own 44.
Screen. Hey, score.
The Giants come out on a nickel package. Hand it off. Collins is there on the
McKinnon,
stop
the ball
at
carrier.
the 48.
Gain of
Second and
4
6.
on the play.
X, we like a pack of wolves. Let's go, D. All on us, y'all.
The Giants with a 4-man front. He's going to run. Number 52 is there
Number
for the
5
tackle
on the carry.
at the 50.
1 yard
It's third
gain
down
on the
and
play.
4 to go.
Shotgun. I'm coming through, baby. From the start.
From the gun with the throw. Goes up, makes the catch. The 20, the 10, touchdown Vikings.
This is a good special teams play.
Set. Hey.
The
extra
point after
attempt
is good.
Give some credit to that big offensive line. Those guys are working hard out there, and
Minnesota
it's showing
is
on
lined
drives
up for the
like that.
kickoff. Number 13
Nice distance.
back to return.
This one is fielded by number 13. Spins away from the tackle. Couldn't
Kickoff
stop them
return,
from getting
30
into the
yards.
end zone the last
Number
time out.
The
13
key here
on
is
the
to
return.
step up into the pocket.
Giants will
Make
start
sure
the
you get
drive
those
at
feet
the
set before you
31-yard
throw
line.
it.
First and 10.
The Vikings with a 4-man front. Nice play fake. Fires this one deep. Incomplete. He read the
Incomplete
single
pass.
coverage and went
Number
for it all
13,
on first
the
down.
intended
Bang the
receiver
ball
on
up in
play.
there. Those safeties will start to cheat up, and that's when you can go over the top.
They don't get nothing.
The Vikings come out in a dime package. With the pass, he hits his receiver. Newman is there for the
Harris
tackle
makes
at the
the catch.
44-yard
But it
line.
results in a
Spread the
first
ball
down.
around and
First
make
and
sure the
10.
defense
Ball
knows
on
that
the
they have to cover
44-yard
every
line.
receiver.
Let's go.
The Vikings with a 4-man front receives the handoff. Number 97 is there on the
34
stop
on
at
the
the
run.
42-yard
Gain
line.
of 2
Almost
on
at the
the play.
2-minute mark now.
Here I come.
The Vikings come out in a nickel package. Drops back, throwing. Runs through the tackle. Smith is there for the tackle
Randall
at
with
the
the reception.
8-yard line.
First down
It's
on the
first
play.
and goal
First and
at
goal.
the 8.
Ball on the 8-yard line.
Don't make a play. Stay close now. 19.
The last time they were down here, they scored a touchdown. Tucks it away. Fumble, loose ball. The Vikings pick it up.
And the thing is, the offense is thinking they're about to punch it in, and boom, they put the ball on the ground, and then they turn it over with nothing to show for the drive that they were able to put together.
I thought he was down, and then the ball popped loose, but it's difficult to tell from this angle.
And mostly the official is seeing what we're seeing. So it's inconclusive. The call will stand, since he needs to be 100% sure to overturn a call.
The player was down before the fumble occurred.
The guys upstairs made the right call as the referee overturned the call and got it right.
Yep, and it's important to get the calls right in these last 2 minutes.
Black 36. Hey.
Looking to run it here. Number 54 stops the play in the
on the carry.
backfield.
They're probably looking for the run here. You should throw it and hope you get a guy wide open.
They ain't got nothing. Let's go. Let's go.
Throws one up in the end zone. Ooh, nearly picked off. Fourth down here, John, a lot better than a turnover.
Which is what the defense should have had on that play.
Brown looking to make a good kick here.
Hey.
The veteran kicks it through.
The key to winning is having your drives get some sort of points for your team. They got it done on that drive, and I'm sure they're thinking touchdown for their next one.
This one is fielded by Patterson. The defense looks to rebound after that last effort when they allowed a touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
24-yard line. 1st and 10.
Check it out, baby.
Only one man back.
Hey, squad.
The big man gets in there for a big sack.
He's got a great combination of size and move. Now, he won't be winning any races, but he's good at getting after the quarterback. And let me tell you, you never want him to be the guy falling on top of you.
Gets the pass off. Number 52 is there on the stop at the 24-yard line.
What they're doing here is keeping the defense from huddling up. And it keeps the same defense on the field.
They'll bring the blitz. Gets rid of it. Midfield. And it will be an interference call on that play. The only question was it the defender or the receiver?
Pass interference on the defense. Number 94, first down.
Now, smart coach would call this defense.
It's 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Come on. You got to have it, D. Hey, watch the ball.
The Vikings have 3 receivers tight. They give it to the halfback. The Vikings call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Watch the fake. Come on. No more, fellas.
The Giants with a 4-man front. Stepping up. Going long. Right on the money. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Time to call the special teams play.
Walsh comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good.
The offense kept taking and taking, and the defense kept giving and giving until they finally got the touchdown.
For the kickoff. Number 13 back deep to return.
From the 4-yard line. The offense ready to go again after their last possession resulted in a field goal. 1st and 10.
Whip. Yeah, let's go, baby. All on us, y'all. Turn it up now.
Number 34, the lone back.
Hey, watch that screen.
Looking for room. Great fake with a deep throw to the right side. It's caught. The 20, number 36, comes up to make the play at the 14-yard line. So they have 1st and 10 here.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
The last time they were inside the 20, they came away with 3 points. Throwing. Number 55 is there for the tackle at the 3.
Here's a no huddle. It's a good way to keep the defense off balance.
So we gonna take it.
Looking for the goal line. Setting up play action. Throws one up in the end zone. Makes the catch. And it appears this one is going to be looked at.
Yeah, and because it's in the last 2 minutes, that call came down from the replay booth.
Now, it looks like he came down with it. The official will have to decide, though. And, John, what do you think? Was he in bounds?
I think he was, but remember, to reverse it, the referee has to have clear visual evidence.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Completed pass, the player had control of the ball.
You better kick it here.
Set. Hey.
The point after is good. That possession ends with another touchdown, and this team looks unstoppable right now.
They may seem unstoppable, but I expect this defense to tighten up and make a competitive contest out of this.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 4. The Vikings face an uphill battle as they begin this drive. At the 23. Ball on their own 23.
1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the I formation. Collins is there for the tackle at the 27. It's 2nd down and 6 to go.
What screen? Get some slot going.
The Giants line up in a 4-3. Number 5 sends a man in motion. At the end of 2, the score is 31-14. Giants.
New York 31, Minnesota 14. We're ready to begin.
Walsh comes in to kick off.
Minnesota will be kicking off to start the second half.
Sends it
Number 13
sailing.
back deep to return.
from the 1-yard line.
This team has played well and had a solid first half.
New York
And now they
will
find
start
themselves
the
in
drive
great
at the
position to win the
28-yard
game.
line. First and 10.
They can't get it done on the ground on first down, John, but they're still leading in this one.
Some teams manage to get by pretty well without a solid running game. And that's mostly because their passing game is very effective, especially their short passing game. A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cuts, but they were nowhere to be found on that run.
Incomplete as the defender knocks it away.
Need to get some yards and keep this drive alive.
3rd and 8. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Watch this.
The Vikings come out in a dime package. On the move. The defender's got it. The 40. Manning picks the wrong spot to throw to. It'll be a turnover, John.
Yep, sometimes you think you can sneak one by, but then the defense makes a great play on the ball and beats your receiver to it.
Hands it off. Number 95 comes up to make the play at the 28-yard line.
Give this defense a shot.
You gotta believe it. It's our game. Let's turn it up, D. Let's go.
New York comes out in a 4-3.
Rock and roll. What's the hard count? Bring it up. Bring it up. Clear. Clear. Get it, Tom.
Going long to the left. And he can't find a way to keep possession. That's the third one he's been unable to bring in.
There we go, D. All on us, y'all. Hey, watch that screen. Watch your eyes.
The Giants with a 4-man front.
Hold the look. Yeah, you see me. Let's go now. They soft, man.
Hands it off. Jenkins comes up to make the play.
This is a good special teams play.
On the play.
Walsh leads the field goal team into the game for the attempt. And the kick sails wide.
Keep an eye on the safeties. Take advantage of the spots where the defense looks soft.
So they're ready to go on offense after the missed field goal. They'll start at the 36-yard line. Gets the toss to the right. They'll knock him out of bounds at the 48.
Go for the home run on this pass. Keep an eye out for those safeties lurking.
Ball at about midfield. Number 34, the lone back. Hand it off. Number 54 is there for the tackle at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up here.
2nd and 7. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Fakes the handoff. Looking deep to the right. 5. This one will be spotted at the 2. And so that makes tackle number 6. It's 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Number 34 in the backfield. Looking for the goal line. And he's in for the score.
I'll tell you what, they didn't need a whole lot to get in. And when he gets just a little bit of momentum going, they're not going to keep him out of the end zone.
Brown comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. They've now scored 14 unanswered points.
This is one of those teams that's never out of a game.
New York.
If you let them get going early, they can really control the tempo of the game. If they fall behind, they have the weapons on the offensive side to put points on the board very quickly.
From the 7. The Vikings have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 29-yard line. Ball on their own 29.
Let's go. Be physical. Hey, let's go one deep.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Nothing. Nothing. They don't get nothing. Let's go.
With the throw, jumps and makes the catch. Thomas is there for the tackle at the 37-yard line. Ball on their own 37.
Over swing right. Hey, watch the ball.
New York lines up in a 4-3.
Here we go.
He held on to it too long.
This team is extremely active on defense, whether it's flowing from sideline to sideline or when they're rushing the passer. Maybe they should keep a couple extra guys in the block just to slow this pass rush down.
New York comes out in a dime package.
What's the hard count?
Dropping back with the throw. Incomplete pass. An errant pass that time.
Time to call the special teams play.
They're going to kick it here as the punter heads in for the 4th time. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made. At
Use
the
all of the
20-yard
field
line.
when passing. Make
They'll
sure the
take over
defense
at the
can't just sit
20-yard
there
line.
on any
First
particular
and 10.
route.
Yeah, you see me.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3 on the ground. They'll go with a play fake, throwing, and he makes the grab. This one will be spotted at the 33-yard line. That's a half dozen
13-yard
tackles
gain
now.
on the
Run the
play.
football. A good running game will really open up the pass.
The Vikings line up in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. Floyd comes up to make the
34,
play
the ball
at the
carrier.
40-yard
Gain
line.
of
Send your
6 on
receivers
the
deep.
play.
Set your feet and heave the ball out there.
Let's go, boys. Here I go.
Minnesota goes with a 4-man front. Rolling out to his left. Pressure coming, throwing. This pass is incomplete.
He decided to try and pass it, but he was taking so much heat that it just kind of wobbled out of there.
3rd and 3. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen.
Minnesota comes out in their nickel package.
Come on.
He tucks it away. They'll go with a play fake. This one falls incomplete. He got nailed just as he threw it.
You're not going to get too many passes off when the defense gets in your face like that.
Number 9 comes into the game for the punt. Patterson sets up, waiting for the punt. Fair catch.
Try this defense here.
1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Get it started. Play hard and fast, baby. Watch your eyes.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Danny,
Number
Danny,
5
Danny.
with a man in
Here we
motion.
go, baby. Hey, let's go 1D. Here we go.
On the carry. Number 20 is there on the stop
McKinnon with
at
the
the
carry.
25.
Gain of
Ball on their own
6 on the
25.
play. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 25-yard line.
It's showtime, baby.
Number 5 scans the defense from the gun. With the pass, drops the interception. Wallace was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Wallace, the intended receiver on the play.
Keep moving. Come on. Let's go. Hey, watch that screen.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
Check it out, baby. Turn it up now. Come on.
Gets the delayed handoff. Jenkins is there for the
McKinnon
tackle
with the carry.
at the
No
26-yard
gain on
line.
the play.
Time to call a special teams play.
Number 13 sets up to run back the punt. From the 34-yard line. Number 13 has a decent return, taking you to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10.
Keep it up. Hey. You can't
The
let it
Vikings
go.
line up in a 4-3.
Let's
Closes it left.
go.
Number 54 comes up to make the
34
play
on the
at
run.
the 46.
1 yard
The key
gain
here is
on
to
the play.
step up into the pocket. Make sure you get those feet set before you throw it.
Minnesota with 6 defensive backs. With the pass, he went up there and he got it. This one will be spotted at the 25. The tackle is his 5th of the game. Number 13, he's over 200 yards in receptions now.
Go with the ground attack. You got to take it to him.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D. Here we go.
Minnesota comes out in a 4-3. Tosses it out to the left. Number 55 comes up to make the play at the 23.
1 yard
2nd and
gain
8.
on the play.
No more, fellas.
Ace.
Not today. Under 10. Play hard and fast, baby.
Throws on the move. And he makes the grab. They're going to spot this one at the 16-yard line. And that's now 3 tackles for him in this game. If they can get it to the 15-yard line, they'll get a 1st down. They have a big lead, and they're on the move again inside the 20. Passing here on 3rd and short. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. The veteran is able to come down with a pass in the end zone.
This is what good, experienced receivers do. They excel when they're given the opportunity to make big plays.
Brown comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Giants ahead of the Vikings, 45-14. Teams are set for the 4th quarter of play. Number 9 is just about
New
ready
York
to kick this
is
one
lined
away.
up for the kickoff. Patterson back to return.
From the 6.
This is
kickoff
one of those
return, 19
situations where they're playing for respect. The
Vikings will
game
start
really
the
hasn't
drive
gone the way
at
they
the
thought it would,
26-yard line.
but they have a lot of
First
pride
and
in their
10.
team, and I'd expect to see them keep fighting till that final whistle.
Deuce it. Hey, stretch. Hey, watch the ball.
Blitz is coming. Under pressure. Number 91 picks up the sack.
Covering guys downfield is a good way to get pressure on the quarterback. If he can't find someone downfield, then he has to throw it away, hold it, or pull it down quickly, or the pass rushers will be right there to haul him down.
Makes the sack.
With that sack, his total for the night now stands at 3. They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack.
Be physical.
New York goes with a 4-man front. Pressure off his back foot. This one falls incomplete. McKinnon ran the short pattern but couldn't pull it in. Thomas with the coverage. Nothing happening for the offense there, forced into a 3-and-out. Fair catch called for.
Fair catch made. At
Go with the ground
34-yard
attack.
line.
You got to
First
take
and
it
10.
to him.
Ball on their own 34.
34-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
Number 34, the lone back, gives the ball off. Number 55 gets right in there and brings him down.
Your halfback looks like a good option here. Set up some blocks and see if he can break it for a big
Ball on
game.
the 32-yard line.
Here we come. Watch a man.
The Vikings line up in a 4-3. Throws on the run. Jumps and makes the catch. They're going to spot this one at the 49. He makes his 5th stop of the game on that play. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Keep the throttle down. Come on.
They'll go from the I formation. Going to the right. Number 95 is there for the tackle.
Look to run this one off tackle. Send your guy to the outside and see if they'll give him some room to work with.
Let's go. Solo.
With the carry. Number 54 comes up to make the play
on the
at
carry.
the 31.
3-yard
2nd and
gain
7
on the
coming
play.
up here.
Yeah, you see me.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3. On the call, Floyd is there on the stop at the 27.
All you need to do here is run some clock. Run the football up the middle.
3rd down, and they'll have to try to get it to the 24-yard line to pick up a first down.
Each other back.
The offense has been stepping it up on 3rd down all day.
No surprise
the
here.
ball carrier,
They run the ball, keep the
3-yard
clock moving.
gain on
Now
the
that's
play.
not a bad idea. They've got a big lead, so it's better to run. That way you keep the clock moving and decrease the chances of the defense making a big play.
Josh Brown comes in to try a 41-yard field goal. The kick
field goal
sails
attempt
through. It's good.
is good.
The Giants continue to increase
New York
their
is
lead.
lined up
Number
for the
9 is
kickoff.
back and ready to
Patterson
put this
back
one
deep to
in the
return.
air. Sends it sailing. From the 7.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one.
First and
But it's
10.
an issue of pride.
Ball on the
They want to prove that they're
24-yard
better
line.
than they've played so far.
We turning it up.
They'll go from the shotgun.
They soft, man.
Pass play here on 1st down.
Short one.
Tremendous
Jenkins
pass rush
breaks the
all day
sack.
long. That's sack
1-yard
number
loss
6.
on the
Following
play.
the sack, it's 2nd and long.
Hey, stretch. All right, let's
Number
go.
5 starts out of the shotgun. Gets rid of it. Number 20 records the tackle at the 39.
Heck, this is a good one to call.
Blue down. Let's go, boys. Keep the back.
Gives the ball off.
And that's the kind of thing you got to do. You got to find a way to put the pressure on
the play.
and disrupt his
2nd and
timing in the
15.
pocket.
Almost at the
Ball
2-minute
on
mark
the
now.
34-yard line.
Let us dictate.
Number 5 spreads them out. He'll keep it. Number 91 is
Number
there on the
5
stop
with the
at
carry.
the
Gain
37.
of
A
2
smart
on the
coach
play.
would call this play.
2-minute warning coming up.
Get me going. Let's turn it up, D.
Boom! This defense will
and
stop
12.
him for sure.
Ball
2
on
minutes
the
to go.
37-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. Let's make a play. Yeah, let's
Number
go,
5 scans the defense from the gun.
Let's go. Don't be fooled. Roll up.
Gets the pass off, and he can't find a way to
The
keep
pass falls
possession.
incomplete.
Time to call a special
Wallace,
teams play.
The intended receiver on the play.
Number 13 will go back to accept this punt. They'll spot this one where it went out.
Keep this to the inside.
First
You
and
just
10.
need to run that
Ball
clock down.
on the
First and
30-yard
10.
line.
Wilt. Hey, watch the screens.
Minnesota
Set.
using
Here we go,
3
Mike.
linebackers.
Let's go.
49.
Hands it off. Number 36 comes up
Number
to make the
34
play
on the carry.
at the 35.
5-yard
Run it
gain
up the
on
gut
the play.
and keep that clock
Defense, get
moving.
ready.
2nd and 5 coming up here.
I can do it.
The Vikings
All right, now,
with a 4-man
three,
front.
two. What's the hard count?
They give it to the halfback, fakes the handoff, throwing on the run. Foregoing the run as they throw here in the
Number
fourth
45,
quarter, despite the
intended
fact they're
receiver
leading.
on the play.
Incomplete passes are never going to put a team away
Watch the
for you.
snap down.
You got to trust your running game to keep the chains moving when you have the lead late in the game.
Number 95 is there for the
34
tackle.
on the run.
I don't think you have a
1-yard
choice.
loss on
Punt the
play.
ball.
Number 9 is ready to punt this one away. Patterson looks like he's ready for the return.
Hut.
A line drive. From the 15-yard line. Patterson with some good yardage on that return back to the 26.
Minnesota will
this is a
start
good one
the
to
drive
call.
at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10.
In and out, in and out. Keep moving. They ain't got nothing.
Gives this one a ride to the left. And he dropped it. He was
Incomplete
pressured as the
pass.
defense forced the
Yes.
issue.
Yeah, and
The
that's
intended
something the
receiver
defensive
on the
coordinator
play.
mentioned in practice this week.
some swat
Making the
going.
quarterback
Come
throw
through,
the
baby.
ball before he's ready to throw it.
New York looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime.
No.
Keeps it. Number 41 is there on the stop at the 29.
Give this defense a shot.
3rd
and 7 coming up
Ball
here.
on the 29-yard line.
Spread. We turning it up. Here we go.
The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on 3rd down so far. Gets the pass off. The defender's got it. So he throws the 4th quarter interception. He just should have tucked it away and run with it.
Ball on
So
the
after the interception
41-yard
now,
line.
it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the call. Great fake. Deep throw. On the sideline and out of bounds.
Incomplete pass.
Keep this to the inside.
Nix,
You just
the
need to run
intended
that clock
receiver
down.
on the play.
Check it. Play hard and fast, baby.
Set. Hut.
On the carry. He was really hit hard on that
Number
play.
34
Short
on the
gain.